Hello everyone, my name is David Metry and welcome to Metry's Garage. In today's video I wanted to introduce myself, what I'm into with cars. I'll start us off with my first car, my daily driver currently, and that would be the Corolla. This car has been through so many different stages of its life. When I first bought it, it was an automatic. Originally it was silver, and then I decided to paint it in my own garage, underground gray. I'll say this, it went well for the most part, but it was definitely a challenge to be able to paint that car all by myself. It took a lot of learning. Prep work was definitely important, which is something that I had to learn on my own. But yeah, it's a fun car. It's a 5-speed manual. It was automatic. I've done a few things to it. I've bagged it. I've completely swapped the interior over to the Corolla S, which has the black interior on it. One of the things I like about this car the most is you can just beat the living piss out of it, and honestly it just loves it. Well, it was my first car and there's just so many memories attached to it, and you really can't put a price on that. No, it's not the most beautiful car. It definitely has its issues, but it's nice to just be able to get in, turn key, and beat the piss out of it. So enough about my first car. This is it was my daily for a couple years, and then it turned into a tow rig. So this is currently my 2002 Toyota Sequoia with the 2UZ FE V8. I use it to tow my drift cars, which I will get into in just a second. It currently has about 200,000 miles. I've done a couple mods to this car, which I'll probably go over in a separate video. But yeah, nothing special. It's just is a 4-wheel drive Toyota Sequoia, and I love this thing. That thing's a beast. It's taken me to many different drift events. I've trailered upwards of probably 7,000 or 8,000 miles. I've been to different state lines. I've probably put about 40 or 50,000 miles on it towing. So it's definitely been a beast of a car. And I love that thing. If it ever does break, maybe I'll think into getting a truck. But I just love having an SUV because you could just load up as much stuff inside. It's good storage, and you don't have to worry about it getting wet or fly off the car or anything like that. So that is a nice thing. To my bread and butter, I love this car so much. Let me turn these lights on, of course, the garage. So this is my 1997 BMW E36 328i. And it is my drift car. This is probably going to be the most content I put out because, well, I've done a lot to it. It is turbocharged, so let me pop the hood for you guys here. So this is an M52 B28 that I fully pulled out and regasketed pretty much everything on it. It has a cut ring head gasket. It has a CX Racing turbo kit, and instead of making a downpipe, a friend of mine and I fabbed it up to go up the hood instead of going down because it was just much easier at the time. I've probably put 4,000 miles of beating the piss out of it, and I will say this is the iron block, which I personally like a lot better because they could just take so much beating. And so far it's been reliable. I have had some issues with it, and if you guys want, I can absolutely do a full list of modifications that I've done to it, to the engine, to the interior, to suspension, to get it to be where it's at right now. It is currently a full SLR car. It has the Ultra kit on it, which drives amazing. As far as the interior goes, it has 2 energy bucket seats for the front, has the hydro, which mounted to the transmission tunnel. Then it does have the solid mount shifter as well, which feels amazing. I love how it drives. It's simple and it's not at the same time. When I first built the car, I wanted a reliable, not a whole lot of horsepower for what it is, but enough to get it to slide. And It honestly impressed me with how much it made, how much it was able to handle, and it is on a stock ECU too. It is tuned by Castle Performance on 93. I might do E85, and I do have other plans with it to go with a fuel cell, because currently it has a messed up factory drive shaft. I have this single piece drive shaft that I do want to put on it, but unfortunately, as you can see here, some witness marks. It is rubbing my tunnel, my transmission tunnel, and also my fuel cell, or my fuel tank. So I do have a fuel cell for it here that I will be putting on, along with rerouting the entire fuel system. But that's for another video that is coming soon. I have to take it to a buddy of mine's shop. He's helping me out. He's actually really close to where I live here. He's like 2 blocks down the road. Does amazing work, does amazing fabrication. So now on to the last car, last but not least. I just picked this thing up recently. This is my E46 323 Ci. This car is a base model. It's not a M3, it's nothing crazy. But what I like about it is, well, I paid $1,500 for it. Really cheap. Yes, the interior is not in the best condition. Yes, it has rips and all that. But it's a black interior, manual transmission, 2.5 liter inline 6. Yes, it's a base model, but I personally drove this car and clutch kicked it as soon as I got it, and it slides, and that is enough for me to have fun. So I do have a few mods. We'll take a peek here. Sorry, the garage is definitely a mess. I have a whole bunch of parts everywhere, tires everywhere. This is an M3 bumper for it. It's got 175,000 miles on it. It did have hiccups. It had like a vacuum issue at first when I first got it. I had a buddy of mine look at it and he was able to repair it. And yeah, it drives mint. I've dailied it for like 3 months. Feels great. Does need a new clutch because it is going out, you can tell. There's a few things I'm going to do to it, and you guys are going to come along. And please let me know if you guys have any suggestions or any things you guys want to see on the channel. Definitely starting this thing, and I don't know how to film. I don't know how to do any of this, but I'm getting in the groove, and I'm getting ready to start my own business in a way as well. I want to get into more car content. I've always been a car guy, but I've been limited to my resources, and luckily I finally am able to have a garage where I can work and have my cars. I recently bought this house. There's a lot that I have planned for the 2025 season. If you guys would love to support me, please subscribe, please like this video. There's a lot more things to come. I'll tell you this, I'm picking up another car, a 5th car, this weekend actually. My plans are temporary with the car, so like I'm not gonna have it for a long time. My plans is to kind of either part it out or flip the car. I want to get into that business a little bit and see what it's like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you would like, hit that subscribe button, and if you would like to give the video a thumbs up, please do as well. And a lot more where that came from. Please join me in my journey, and you guys won't be disappointed. I literally do this for my life. It's been hard for me to pick up a camera, put it in my face, and talk to a camera, but I've been inspired by so many different people to do it, and I think it's time. I think it is. It'll be a fun journey. I'm hoping that everybody here likes this content, but yeah, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.